When you read in the title, Gla1ve setting up his teammates, the first thing that probably comes to mind is, okay, so he throws some great flashes, he flashes in Device, Dupree, gets some nice openings like that, and yes, he does do that sometimes, but he has other methods for setting up his teammates. One of them involved just getting information, which we're going to see in this particular round. Other ones include just letting them bait him. He will go take the first entry, try and open things up, even though he's not the particularly most skilled player. And so this first one here, we're just going to get into straight away, him grabbing information for his team. You see right now, he's used all his utility and he's just running over here towards the arch side and he's just checking everything. There's not really, you see how he's a bit loose with it is one way to put it. But the thing he's trying to do is just grab information right now. Obviously the player got picked off here earlier in the round, so he knows there's potentially an opening somewhere. So that's probably what instigated this. And so he sends himself, Gla1ve, he says, I'm going to go out and grab this information. Because even if a player has rotated here and while he's being, I'd say, relatively careless, he could get shot and get taken out. One, he's not their best player, so it's not as big a loss as, say, maybe Dupree or Device gets taken out trying to do something push. And secondly, he gets a lot of information doing this, so then he can relay to his teammates, what can you do off this? So if he finds someone right now, if someone peeks out of library, he knows one's rotated off B most likely, or if he finds a player in this kind of area peeking like this, he knows there's one off the A site, and his team can potentially, if they're fast enough, crunch onto the A site, probably finding only one player here. In this particular round, actually works out even better than he could hope for. He's not just getting information, he's actually got a huge flank coming off, which is the more information than you could ever hope for, and Happy just ends up kind of trapped here. So you can see the first way Gla1ve sets up his teammates, or one of the methods he uses, is just kind of run in, grab any information he can, and even if he goes down, he can use this information himself, obviously as the in-game leader, to work out what they want to do as a team. And secondly, his teammates can use this information to hopefully have a better idea of where to aim and where to pre-aim when entering the sites. So the next thing Gla1ve does might look similar to what we just saw. It's all out aggression once again, but this time it's with a slightly different purpose. And this time I'd classify this as he's baiting himself for his teammates to make the rest of the play. So we've seen this one again, he's using a little bit of utility. He does have a couple of flashes on this one, but as soon as the smoke goes, you're going to see he's just going to jump around here. So one flash and he's around right now. Knife out. He's not looking for the kill right now. He's clearing space for the next player in, which is magic. He's about to come in. He's facing the wrong way at the moment just to avoid flashes. But I want you to listen right now. So Gla1ve's come around this corner early, right, with just his own or one flash going off. But I want you to just listen right now to the amount of flashes that go off as Gla1ve dies. So you hear that? That was about 2 flashes going off. So the first thing Gla1ve's done very well is he's baited both these players in to force them to face. You see Twist is so blind. Brolanix, I don't know how to say that, but you see he's blind as well because they're both being forced to shoot Gla1ve. He's come around the corner with his knife out. And Magisk has 2 relatively blind players he can just take out. So this is a great way to bait yourself, and you'll see this is how the take just comes in now. He does get taken out, but the players are going to keep pushing through. Zipex is going to lurk around here, try and cut off the rotations. But you can just see what Gla1ve's doing right now there. It's slightly different to last time. He's going before the flashes pop, drawing all the attention. It's like a huge, like when you flash yourself and kind of peek in front of your flash. It's like that, but he's doing it for his teammates to trade him. And this is the second way that Gla1ve is really effective at setting up his teammates. Obviously, this take isn't really going to work out for them, but you can see they got the arch control really well in the beginning off the back of his selflessness, prepared to jump around the corner with his knife out just to draw so much attention. So the final round towards Arch I'm going to show you is probably what we thought about at the beginning. Gla1ve throwing a couple of flashes. You can see he's the only one without armor. He's the one buying utility in this one. So his first flash is for close Arch, and the next one's for the further Archer around. So you can see the second flash actually does blind Twist, so there's a nice little trade that comes in. And Gla1ve's managed to get the second trade as well. So they've gone 3 for 3, not too bad. They've lost the bomb, which is a problem. You can see this is the last way he sets up his teammates, or the final kind of category I'd make. It's just throw your utility, throw some good flashes for your team. And yeah, it's as simple as that. Probably what you all thought of at the beginning. So there's kind of 3 more categorized examples you can say right there, where it's just the baiting, grabbing information, or just simply flashing your team in. In this one, we're going to see Gla1ve almost protect Device. So you see Device are going to get quite aggressive up here, up the banana, basically try and get up towards this wall. And you see Gla1ve's in a position to almost protect him, as I already said. That's the way I'd categorize this. It's an interesting round, I'm going to be honest. So there's a flash straight away. So that's quite a good flash you can see right there. It's not going to be a full blind because it is quite high and quite far away, but it does deter Rez a little bit from peeking. You see he wants to fall back, he's not really quite sure. And then Gla1ve's just kind of spamming through the smoke a little bit. So 1, Rez has been blinded a little bit, and 2, he doesn't want to peek out and have a random element or there a chance to be headshot. So there's much less chance of them doing some kind of wide peek with their full banana control. As you see, it is smoked off. They could go for this, so there's less chance with Gla1ve spamming through a flash into the air of them peeking onto Device and potentially just pre-firing him and taking him out. So as this one goes through, Gla1ve doesn't actually end up throwing this flash, I don't believe. He's just going to leave Device, he trusts him, but then he decides to use his flash later on. a great flash again for his team to come around and take the top banana control. And you can see off the back of this, there's no hesitation from Astralis, which is great. When you get this first pick very early, you can just go straight in. You see, this is a great round straight away. Good flashes from Gla1ve to initially protect and deter Rez from peeking on towards the banana area. And then another great flash to get him up banana and just make the take happen. And in this one, they actually slot right down. They've denied so much information. Gla1ve with a cheeky push through the smoke. Man advantage. There's no way NIP would be expecting this one. A little bit random, but works out for him. But the main thing to take away from this one is the way he protect device, a bit of spam, a bit of flash over the smoke. And so 2 great flashes, if you want to go back and look at them, that you can throw into your own game if you want to get some kind of banana control. Sticking with banana and the B site, we're going to see some after play from Gla1ve, which you can see is very much team orientated, and now he wants to get some information so then he can use his utility most effectively to help his teammates get quite an aggressive after plant positioning, actually some aggressive peaks, but also again allows for some more information to be grabbed. So initially, as we start with someone off, you see they want banana control. He's going to throw the bomb through the smoke. He was going to back away until things get a little bit hairy. Luckily, device manages to deal with the player pushing through. So you can see he's going to come back here and get some information straight away. And this is so he can help set up device in this particular round and give him a flash to peek onto. So straight away, if you can get that information that no one's coming up banana, that's already a great help when you're holding onto the B side, because you know there's 2 entrants they can come through right now. You don't have to worry about this third play coming out banana. Makes device's spot actually viable because it is an aggressive spot, but if someone comes up banana, you're basically toast in this scenario. You see, as soon as Gla1ve gets this information, he's going to turn around and throw this flash for device, and device is going to peek off it. Admittedly, you can see the flash was a little bit off in this one. I think it flew over Hampus's head. You can see the idea behind this. As soon as Gla1ve sees non-banana, he's going to peek out, and yeah, flash for device to peek onto them. You can see there's Gla1ve's body just down here. Above device's knife, so he actually peeked as well, so it became a double peek plus a flash. He's taking all the heat from the utility, and you can see he's very committed to the idea that device is going to kill these players, and that's exactly what he does. Going back to the idea of taking the point, getting information, trying to create space for your teammates, Gla1ve's going to do that very well in this round, actually going to end up getting him quite a few kills. So if things do go your way and you're trying to create space for your teammates, you can actually end up with quite a few kills. Admittedly, it's not the best way to do it. You're better off going in second or third, but every team needs a player who's prepared to do this. This is why someone like Apex for G2 is so important, because he does create spaces. Even though when he has those games where he gets a really poor numbers, he will create space, and that's kind of his role. He's playing this role for setting up his teammates every single round, and he's obviously a more extreme example. Back to this round, you can see Gla1ve's the one jumping through a smoke, taking the risk before his teammates. You see they're coming through after him, so he wants them to have a better chance of trading as he draws the attention as a player coming through the smoke. So obviously that's quite a risky play, but he gets the entry on this one. Keo ends up going down, and this round's really hectic. There's flashes everywhere. No one's really sure what's going on, but you see Gla1ve repositions to protect his teammate. Admittedly, timing is off a little bit. Magis jumps through the smoke, so Gla1ve gets caught off. Zipex stays alive. And in this one, he's actually going to clean up the last 2 kills as well, showing that getting the information. Again, you can see he's the one trying to get information of where this take's coming from, letting his teammates and Magisk and stuff trade him, but the trades aren't really necessary. So you can play this playstyle, and if you manage being sick at entering, such as Apex will just go off some games, actually work out really well. And the idea of this video actually came from S. Ryan in the comments, so make sure to keep leaving comments of what you want to see, because I do read them. If things are interesting, I'll research it, look at the demos and whatever. But make sure to subscribe and hit that button if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next video.